Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited. My mystery guest is in the green room, and you can't see that person. Who are you? Who? Woo! And there is Coco and Patty. Hey, Patty. And Coco and Jody and Chris and Jamie and Leticia. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in, say hello. In a minute, Kim Barker, good evening. Beth Rogers, good evening. Thank you for being here. Rody, so good to see you. Rudy, good to see you, Rudy. Hope you are doing well. Carson, good evening. Good evening, good evening. Sarah May from the UK, what are you doing up? Wow, mystery guest. She is up late just to see who are you? Who? I can't wait. Sister Sledge, good to see you. Vicky, hello. Amanda, hello. Come on in, everybody. Say hello. Are you guys excited? Are you excited as I am? I was so thrilled when the mystery guest said yes. Rachel Elizabeth, did I ask you with your new hair color? Did I ask you for to guess yet? No, but I will in a minute. Ron, look at you, Mr. Guest. You're bringing in all the people from all over the world. Ron from Israel, continued prayers for you and your family and friends, my friend. I'm so excited to have you here. You will love our mystery guest. I am so blushing. I'm so blushing because I'm so excited. I'm so excited. My mystery guest, I don't know if my mystery guest uses blush. I don't think so, but I'm going to ask you, okay, let's ask some questions. Do you feel that it's male or female? Male or female? What would be your guess? Male or female? Just take a guess, male or female. Let's go with that first. And then after you put it in the comments, male or female, Diane's got a female. Amanda's got a female. I am in my villain era, so sorry, not sorry. You're hysterical. Chris, female. Coco is male. Jamie is female. Oh, and before we go further, guys, please keep my friend. I can't mention the person's name, but please keep my friend in your prayers for that person and the family. This person had a really severe heart attack. The next 48 hours are crucial. So please keep, you could just say Eliza's friend and his friend's family in your prayers. I would appreciate that. Lori says a male. I cannot guess. Michelle Buckley. Cindy, and thank you. Fiery red head that likes bubbles. It could be Delora, but hello, Dorothy. But those of you that guess it's female, you are correct. It's a female. Any guesses on who it may be? Who do you think the mystery guest is? Oh, I'm excited to see if you guys can guess it. I'm more excited because I kept my big fat Greek mouth shut. That's what I'm mostly excited about. I know my mystery guest is laughing. I am so excited because look at Patty. You are cute, Patty. He, she, they, them. You are amazing. You're amazing. Hey, Gina. Good to see you. So, what's your guess? What's your guess? Jody thinks it's a smiley face, laughing face. That's who it is. It's a laughing face. That's her guess. Laughing face. I did great. I know. Karen says, hey, Karen. Good to see you, my friend. Female, of course. Amanda thinks it's Liz Dawn. I know, right? You kept keeping quiet. I know, right? No, I'm laughing because you kept a secret. No, why? Because Astrid wasn't here. That's why. It's because Astrid wasn't here. All right. Hey, Angela. Actually, we're just waiting for more people to come in because, I always like to wait those 3 minutes. My mystery guest needs to know that. So take a guess. Who do you think? Meredith, good to see you. What a great picture, Meredith. Awesome picture. What a great smile. My mystery guest has a great smile as well. Um, Michelle is laughing and Chris thinks it's guava jelly. Who else? Who else do you think it could be? Who else? I'll give you another minute. I can't wait. Good evening, Rhonda. We were waiting for you. Ginger Perrick, I'll tell you what. It's Oprah. How did you know? It's Oprah. Look at God. John, your husband. No, my husband, John, would never be on a live, and it is a female. It is a female. Yes, Laura, a beautiful soul. You got that correct. Sunny. No, it's not Sunny. Susan Fuller, because she is my favorite. I know she's my favorite too. But I have many favorites. But Susan is one of my favorites. How's that? Yay, I'm clapping. Okay, no, I'm so excited. All right, I'll give you another big clue. Okay, this will be the cincher. This will be the cincher. My mystery guest does not live in the United States. My mystery guest does not live in the United States. Delora was another guest. Okay. Well, look at there's Delora. Oh, just say it. She could not. She's like sitting there going, who is it? Who is it? I need to know. I need to know. I'm blowing the bubbles. I'm blowing the bubbles. I'm pressing my tincture. Who is it? That's what, Delora. Sarah May from the UK. No. You, Cindy. How did you know? Okay. Are you ready? Mystery guest, mystery guest. Knock on the door and let the mystery guest in. Woo! And there she is. Woo! You were correct. You were correct. You were correct. So, Chris, you were correct. It is Kai, Guava Jelly Holistic from TikTok. Look at Jody. I knew it. I knew it. Well, see, there you go. How are you? I'm so glad to have you on.
I am wonderful, and I'm so excited to be here with everybody.
I am excited. So, Kai, tell us a little bit. First of all, Kai is a TikToker, but Kai has been doing many things, guys, many, many things. She has a beautiful, she has a beautiful website. Not only that, and you can find it at guavajellyholistic.com. And she has a magazine. You have a digital magazine, which you did
I
with two
did.
other ladies.
Yeah, I have some writers that helped me that contribute to the magazine, but it all stemmed from the monthly newsletter that I was sending out. And I just thought this could be bigger and better and be
Yes.
packed with more useful information for people who are, in our community who are looking to keep up with things and to have something interesting to have a dialogue about and talk about the different modalities that we all use.
Well, I think it's phenomenal, quite honestly.
Thank
And
you.
you did a great job. So, how long have you been on TikTok? Just tell us your story. How did you get on TikTok? Why are you doing what is it with holistic work? What do you love? And then I got another question for you. So, go ahead. It's all about you. And Sarah May says, "Great to meet you, Kai. Great to meet
Nice
you."
to meet you, everybody. Thank you so much for being here with me today. So I've been on TikTok for almost 3 years now. I really wasn't quite sure that that was the forum that I really was going to be present on, but I was encouraged to use it to my advantage, and to be able to talk to people about root work, to talk to people about candle magic, and to talk to people about energy work. And it really evolved from me reading tarot and tapping into that energy and doing mediumship and so forth. And so but I've been deeply involved with the metaphysics for well over 15 years now. And everything that I do came about because I wanted to make sure that I was living my fullest, living the
Mhm.
best balanced life that I could live. And really, I think understanding generational curses and breaking generational curses. And I was the person that needed to to really dive into that. So that's what propelled me, I think, to move into some of the more holistic methods, modalities, understanding that Eastern and Western medicines work really well together.
Right.
And so it's really important to acknowledge that not everything can be solved by a tarot reading.
And when you say like generational curses, it is issues that have happened from one generation down to another. And I just want to be very clear that everybody knows it's not like a hex or something that's been on, because we use that word curse and we use it, and some of the bad people, on TikTok
Yeah.
will use it. Dollar store, I'm telling you, dollar store and actually this is from it's from Pet Supply Plus, because it's not really a magic 8 ball. Don't tell anybody on TikTok. But see, but it does it, yeah. So how did you get started? How did you get started doing cards? How did that come all about?
Well, I used to play with playing cards when I was younger. I knew what the tarot was, but there's no way that I could get my hands on a tarot deck and keep it in my house. So I started off playing using tarot cards as a way of reading people. It was more of an oracle. I really wasn't actually reading. I was channeling is what I was doing before I quite understood what that was. So my tarot, everything is self-taught. Everything that I do, when with regards to tarot, is just been self-taught over the past 10, 15 years.
And I think, you hit on something. Aran said generation curses. Oh yeah, that is for me. Because think about it, everybody. We come with a blueprint. Our soul has a blueprint. And what happens is our parents' blueprint and our grandparents' blueprint, etc. The indigenous tribes will say 7 generations before us. That is the healing that we are responsible for doing in this generation. If we don't do it, then it continues on. So we, on one of my retreats, we actually draw a body map, and we will actually cut that blueprint cord and shift it. So it's phenomenal to see, like, grandma was a procrastinator, my mom is a procrastinator, I'm a procrastinator. That is
Mm-hmm.
that piece that needs the healing, right? That's the piece that needs the healing. So
Yeah.
I don't know what I just did with the hair. So that is the piece that needs that healing. And I think that's phenomenal. And guys, when people say, and I'm breaking down these terms because we use them, and people that are nervous always are like, oh, so when we say candle magic, what is that? It is candle intention.
It is.
Right. You're setting an intention, but you're
Mm-hmm.
focusing that intention on this animate object to move forward.
Yes, that's exactly it. So we typically we call it sympathetic magic. So
Hmm.
you take real life elements that represent certain things and you put them together with the candle, and you set your intention while you're creating that. And then as the candle burns, it is sending your energy. It's basically like a booster. It's this very similar to doing Reiki, right? It's sending energy, and depending on the
Exactly.
size of your candle, it could be for 4 hours, it could be for 7 days. So,
And I love that piece because people, in the shamanic world, there are stuff that intimate objects in animated that become animated. I'm trying to find a picture for everybody. And it's like when we do something called a despacho, DESPA, CHO. And a despacho is a representation of things that you will make that looks like I don't know, for example, flowers for clouds, and cotton balls for, I'm sorry, flowers for mountains and for Mother Earth and chocolate and gummy worms for the creepy crawlies. And you make this beautiful, almost artwork design that
Mhm.
is a representation of Mother Earth. And you can set an intention with that. And we usually do it, you could do it for anything, but we usually do it around the equinoxes and the solstice. And I know I had a picture of it. And of course, every time I look for it, I don't find it until I get off the air with somebody. I'm like, oh, there it is. But so I love the work. And I love that you are one of the most important, integrative, and authentic people on there. You don't take BS, and you don't give people like I found it. You don't take people's crap, but also you don't do the typical. Your questions are go deep, and I love that. This is a despacho,
That's beautiful. That's
and
gorgeous.
yeah, and each of them always look different.
Hmm.
Each of them is different, and it's something that the community makes together. So I did one live once, and it's
Wow.
really awesome. Hey Sarah, Carson says beautiful the way that you two translate the two worlds. Yeah, and that's the thing. It is because we use words and people freak out about it. People freak
Absolutely.
out. So you did this. Why? I know because you told me because I asked you. But why guava jelly? Why guava jelly?
So when I was born, I had a birthmark on me in the shape of a guava fruit, and so my parents would call me their little guava jelly. So it's my name. It's has always been I've always been guava jelly.
I love it. I love it. Is it embarrassing to say where your birthmark is?
No, it's on my wrist, but it's since faded since I was a little girl. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think you can really.
Oh, yeah, there it is. I see. Like I'm trying to point it like everybody else can see. I see it. I see it. It's right there. I see it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I too have two birthmarks.
Do you?
But they're not in the shape of a guava. But I have like one on my stomach, and then one a little bit low below that one, and it's a cocoa brown color, and
Hmm.
it is it's funny because I was born with it, obviously, and they say that that is from your past life, your wound from
I
your
was
past.
going to ask you. I was going to ask you about that. If that was also your feeling or belief that your birthmarks sort of represent the wound that you passed from in a
Yes,
previous life.
yes,
Mhm.
very true, very very true. Um, Carmen says that is cute. My nickname was after the town drunk. Oh my god, Carmen, that's hysterical. And isn't this nice? It's not like TikTok where we have to talk really fast and we have to do this. Blah, 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 blah. I love that it's slower and we can acknowledge everyone, and it's beautiful. Now, tell everybody else the other things that you do. You have
So
class.
I am a root worker. So I do practice magic to a degree, right? Or alchemy,
Yep, me.
or energy work. So, right, it's all the same thing. And everybody has energy, which means everybody holds power and magic. And one of the things that I love very much, as we've mentioned before, is candle magic and doing sympathetic magic to assist in your intention setting and your manifesting work. But I am also a meditation teacher and trainer. I am also a Reiki master teacher. I am dabbling in all kinds of different things. Um, I am working on some shamanic studies as well. That'll be probably finished by the end of July of next year. So there's a lot of things that I'm working on. I am also an EFT facilitator, so emotional freedom technique with the tapping. all of these things, you guys, are what we call modalities. So they're just different avenues of connecting with self and balancing self and um, feeling, feeling, allowing ourselves to feel. So
Mhm.
that's some of what I do.
Look what your Canadian sister said. Ask her what she doesn't do.
Oh my goodness. I
Sassy.
haven't figured out how to fly yet, but
Yes. See, Leslie said she's a busy girl. Yes, she's a busy girl. And I want to tell you, if it wasn't for Michelle and Jody, I would not have met you. I really,
I know.
right?
Yes, they
So
were very instrumental there.
I want to give a little hats off, no pun intended. Hats off to Top Popcorn, gourmet popcorn. It's delicious, guys. It's really like she does such a great job with this. Her brother does, and she is just they're amazing. It's amazing popcorn. There's 5 different flavors. Michelle, can you put the website in the comments so people can get it. Look at this, really good popcorn. And actually, Top Popcorn Gourmet Popcorn sponsored 2 of the retreats. So super excited to have them there. So thank you. I'm poor from ordering so much. Don't say I'm poor. I'm enlightened from ordering so much. I'm enlightened. Amanda says lava is the best. She
Some
loves
good
it.
stuff.
Yeah,
Hmm.
awesome, awesome. So, how did you meet these ladies? How did you meet Michelle, and how did you meet Jody?
Well, I feel that Michelle was sent to me. That's what I feel like it was meant. It was meant to be. Michelle and I have a genuine sisterly connection. I do feel that we have done this before,
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
and so yeah. So Michelle was an instant connection, and it's funny, Elias, because I asked Michelle to be a moderator for me. I believe the same day that you asked her to, to be a part of what you do, and I was so happy for her and so excited. And Jody came in shortly thereafter, and we've just been by each other's side ever since.
yeah, I love that. And Jody really truly was always quiet, and I'm like, she has the best smile. She really
She
does.
does.
And she was just like, right there. So I really appreciate all of them. Karen says, looked up the TikTok and my heart felt like it was beating out of my chest. Can't wait to dive into Guava Jelly's social media. I love it. Thanks, Karen. Thanks so much. Stuck like glue. Get it, get it. Michelle Buckley is such a beautiful soul. Yes. I have to tell you, everyone that we know, because I know that you and I have a lot of crossovers. They are just amazing people, and
Amazing.
want to learn. That's what I love. That's why my whole thing, is connect, educate, and grow. And I really feel that you do that without saying it. You really do. You really
Thank
do.
you.
You're welcome. And I've listened to your lives. Usually what happens is I got to go on a live like in 10 minutes, but I can come in and go, hi, and then I got to go. But I love, and the Tammy is her name. Tammy.
Yes, my
Yeah,
lovely sister Tammy Lyons Price, RLP Healing Holistic. Hmm.
I like her as well. She's got a very nice energy. So let's talk about protocol on
Hmm.
TikTok. I mean, I know that I repeat myself over and over and over on there, but what is your take on the whole? I need to know an answer. Are you getting any messages for me? What is your whole take on all that business?
Well, I mean, my least favorite question is, are you getting any messages for me? I mean, no, you just came into my field of vision right here, right now.
Right.
So, first things first, the majority of the time we already have and hold the answer within ourselves. Sometimes we just don't want to see it. We want to be told by others. So I think one of the things that you do really beautifully is you ask people to remove the will. Remove the will I. Will I.
Mhm.
One of the things I find myself asking people all the time was, well, do you want to? Is
I
that
love
what
the
you
way
want?
that. Do you want to? Will I? Do you want to?
Exactly.
Right.
So
I think we just need
what are you going to
matching
do today?
t-shirts. We just need matching t-shirts. Kai, we
We
just
do, right?
want to.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I really feel that people need to be shown, first of all, how to talk to spirit themselves.
Mhm.
Right. So let's demystify this. Everybody is psychic. Everybody has the ability to tap in to that frequency. We
Right.
are all receptors. And so how we receive information is going to be different from the next individual beside us. Right. So never compare yourself to other people, first of all. That, you know, appreciate who you are and grow your own and develop your own sensitivities, your own abilities, your own gifts, your own connection to spirit.
Right. And John Holland said today, I was listening to him live, and he always mentions this, but it just rang clearer today for some reason. He said that the soul comes in intuitive. The soul comes
Mhm.
in intuitive, and that is how we are born that way. All that other crap, like I say, and like you've said, all that other stuff gets in the way. All the
Yeah.
shit, the woulda, and all that other stuff. So, like I tell people, and I know you've heard this, and I know you say that. So, Leslie, we're going to work on that. Not so easy for some, because what blocks you stops you, and what stops you blocks you. So, ask the how and the what, because the will is up to you, right? And I wrote this down. The when is between you and the universe. When is this going to happen? When is that going to happen? Right? Amanda says, relatively new fan of Kai. Her energy is just amazing. And she predicted my new job without me even mentioning. I was waiting for a response from my employer. Love hanging out with her and the Soul Fam on TikTok. I love it. I love it. Exactly. Exactly. So, and what I do like, and I did make a video about this, and I think maybe, I don't know, maybe we should do a live together sometime. I know we've
That's
done
it.
kind of mini ones, but proper psychic etiquette.
It needs to be said, and
Yeah.
it needs to be reminded, because we are finding that too many people are handing over control, handing over too much money for 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 what, for what? Stop giving. Elias constantly tells you guys, stop giving your power away to the psychic, to the medium, and take that back for yourself. Doesn't mean that you can't go to one and have a conversation,
Right.
but there's the right way to do things. And taking your power or giving your power away is not how to start.
So true. Leslie said, "How do we find her?" Well, you've got her website, guavajellyholistic.com. On TikTok, it's the same thing, guava jelly holistic on TikTok. And
Mhm.
how do we find the popcorn? I'm so confused. Kai doesn't do the popcorn. It's Michelle. It's Michelle that does the popcorn. They're soul sisters. They're soul sisters. You're welcome. Yeah, I know. It's a little mashugana. It's okay, Leslie. I love you and I hear you. I hear you. I think she's like all excited about the popcorn. She's like, I have a
She
red
should
solo
be.
popcorn at
It's good
night.
popcorn.
You're cute. You're cute. Um, so with these classes that you do, I want you to
Mhm.
share people about your classes that you do.
So I offer a few different things right now. A lot of people are curious about tarot and oracle cards. So I want to demystify and give people the right basics to start with, because you can read for yourself. Please, everybody know you can pick up a deck of cards and you can read for yourself. You could read for people that you love. Okay. doing so, you can do that for yourself. So I wanted to offer something that was attainable, that can be done in a group setting where you can ask questions and feel vulnerable,
Right.
but also get guidance, the guidance that you're looking for while you learn to build and trust your own intuition and exercise those psychic skills of yours. So that's
Right.
one of the things that I offer, and I do that 3 times a month. You can find me on my booking page. I do offer a one-on-one mentorship with tarot as well. And I do offer once a month, very similar to what you do as well, Elias, is I give people an opportunity to come into a group and, we'll do some mediumship and see what comes through, um, you know, so that everybody gets an opportunity to maybe get a message and connect with either guides or with past loved ones. So,
Love it. I love it. And I think it's really important, guys. And think about it. Look at all the people that I know, you guys. There's no competition between us. There are many people, and something I say, Kai might say, and we might be saying the same thing, but you just happen to hear it in a different way that resonates with you, or it's in a different setting, or that's the day that it clicks. So there is nothing that I have no problem promoting other people that do good work, and that's why I wanted you on here, so the Facebook and YouTube people that follow me can follow you as well and really learn, because it's important. Ron, it's 3:33 a.m. here. It's my cue to go to bed. Okay. Mwah. Thank you, Ron. And again, blessings to all your family and friends. Please know we continue to pray every night for world peace. Thank you, my friend. Be well. So I think it's important, because as we both of us grow, I think it's important to also acknowledge the people that are coming up and acknowledge the people that still have that message and that integrity that we can,
absolutely,
you know.
absolutely.
Um, so look at Jody. Run, don't walk to check out Kai's beautiful work. You're cute. You're cute. So remember to like and subscribe for more. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I think, these pieces are important. And as we enter, this is probably for some people, I think, a time where there's some people in the mindset of, oh my God, I gotta get all my Christmas shopping done. And that they are focused even before Thanksgiving even hits. And there's some people that will actually take, like Delora has taken every day. I used to do this every year, but this year, too much on my plate. So I'm like, somebody else is going to do this, where every day she does a gratitude and she posts it. And I think that's something that we forget. It is that we need to be grateful and thankful. Barking on the tree. My Thai food is here early.
Oh, I see.
So explain to everybody while Willow is barking. I know, good girl, good girl. Explain to everybody what do you do for gratitude while I shush her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, absolutely. So there's a lot of things that you guys can do to sit with the energy of gratitude. First of all, saying the words, literally reciting to yourself the things that you are grateful for. Whether you verbalize those things out loud or whether you journal them, that is a good way to start. And even if it's just one thing a day, or if you're brave, you can list 10 things a day that you're grateful for. Remembering how far you've come. Remembering how far you've come, give yourself the credit, acknowledge the efforts that you've made to go from point A to point B, and then from B to C. So wherever you are on your path, on your own journey, give yourself the acknowledgement of the effort that you've put in, and be grateful that you've carried yourself, that you've done that work. That's another really great way of showing gratitude. Another one is to share your joys and those accomplishments with other people. Talk to other people. Tell people about the things that you love, the things that bring you joy, the things that you're passionate about. Connect with yourself in the primary sense, meaning sit with meditation, do kind things for yourself, be gentle with yourself. Being mindful of your thoughts and actions every day is another way of being and performing gratitude. And lastly, be flexible and
Mm.
open to new possibilities and opportunities. When you close yourself off, you don't know what you're missing out on. And spirit has a really spirit, God, universe, whatever you call it, energy has a very interesting way of sometimes delivering things. So you want to be open, especially when you're like, hey, I'm trying to call in these things, then you need to be open. You need to be in a position to receive. And by acknowledging what you currently have and being gracious and grateful about what you currently have allows you to sit with that frequency and be open to receive the benefits of that gratitude.
I
So,
love it. I
thank
love
you.
it. I think that's really, really good. I was listening while I was shifting the children. Um, and and we've talked about this before, everybody, but I like the idea of um, a gratitude jar, that you
Yes.
write a bunch of things in the gratitude jar. And we did this for a new moon thing where we talked about, like, every day you go buy something with your intention and say thank you. I really liked that one. I've never done that one before, and that was really cool, and that popped in. But using that same premise of a gratitude jar, and when you're feeling down, you open up the jar and you pick one and you look at something that you're grateful for.
Yeah.
And yes, you could write it in a journal if you wanted to. You can write down all these things, but the important thing is to see it and to say it out loud. Not just read
Mhm.
it in your mind, but to say it out loud so you can hear it. Your voices have a vibration that echo, and that vibration, they'll teach you this in Reiki, they'll teach you this in pranic healing. And guys, let me tell you, there's over 250 body modalities. So most all of them will talk about energy and vibration. So it's not just the woo woo. It's everything else. It's a scientific um understanding that everything is made up of atoms and energy.
Yeah.
So when you are grateful, what does that do? It gives you that feeling of that heartfulness and that fullness. And when you are sad, it's another thing. When you're angry, it's another feeling. So these feelings have vibration, and sometimes the feelings cause other things to happen. When I am frustrated or when I am sad, sugar also has a vibration. And that is how I emotionally eat. That's why I've always done, ever since my parents have died, I've always had a yo-yo diet. I've always had a
Mhm.
yo-yo response with, food. The other night, for those of you that weren't on late night showing, I mean, I showed a couple pictures, and um, one of them, I look at this and I'm like, what happened? How did that happen? How did that happen? I mean, here's me at 30. There's me at 30. Okay. And then I have the picture. That's Harry. That's Comet. That's Gretchen. I have the picture of me. You'll love this one. My George Michael.
Oh yes, I love that photo of you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then we've got I'm trying to find the good one and I can't find it again. Welcome to being 58, almost 59. And anyway, so I think we have to look at what we do and how we say and where we go and what it's here it is and what's happening for us, and where we start with gratitude is going to give you the attitude that you need. That's what I was trying to say while I was stalling to find the picture. And there it is. That is high school me at 17. Those eyebrows are on point, everybody. Just that those eyebrows are on point.
On point. On point.
So none of these like making my eyebrows look like a drag queen, which happened. But these were really good. And look at that skinny. I was 120 pounds in high school. Anyway, so attitude, gratitude.
Yeah.
And I think going back, like circling around, I think what happens with candle intention is that you're able to focus on that attitude of where you want to go or what you want to be. Would you say that is correct?
Exactly. So you put that energy and you give the candle an assignment, a task, a job to do. And it will laser focus the energy on that task.
Yep. So true.
It's just a tool. It's a tool to help you.
So true. So true. What is your favorite part of this season? What's your favorite part of this season?
As in the winter season?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I live in British Columbia, Canada, and so we have rainforests here. And I think that for me, seeing the water turn to snowflakes and knowing that no snowflake that has ever existed that will ever be created is exactly the same. They're all uniquely different. And how much snow has fallen since the time of creation, I don't know. But it just speaks about the uniqueness of the world that we live in, and the beauty of it and the intricacies of it. And so seeing things from a different perspective, that's what winter reminds me of. Winter reminds me of an opportunity to change, an opportunity to blossom, and to, go into a bit of a hibernation, and to go inward and self-reflect, and then change, develop and grow and turn into something beautiful.
How far, and I love that. I think that's spot on, because I feel the same way. I love, my birthday is 2 days after Christmas. So I love, and being from Chicago, I love the winter. What would, like, I'm going to show you a picture. How far, because you said British Columbia, how far is, here's John and I. How far is that from you?
Maybe just a couple hours away by ferry. Yeah, okay. Victoria's not that far.
Okay, because then this is beautiful. I mean, we got to see the Victoria Gardens, and it was just so cool. I mean, I was just so impressed, and John, of course, took all the pictures of the flower stuff, and the Empress.
Beautiful place.
It's beautiful. Do you guys have any questions for Kai? Do you have any questions for her? Diana says, another Canadian here in Montreal, Quebec.
Oh, yes. Bonjour. I'm from Montreal also.
Yes. So send the snow to BC. Got it. Okay. You're cute.
We're doing a return to sender on that one, Jody.
Is it why I love fall? It's the Creator's way of showing us that letting go can be beautiful. Yes. And how things change.
Yes.
How things change. And change is important for us to grow.
It is important.
Gorgeous there. Yes, it truly is. Questions for Kai? You guys, look. Jody's smart. Look at her. She's like, nothing. Share the sun and green grass. Okay. And Cindy is from Montreal too. Hello.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Bonjour. Comment allez-vous? La plume à la table. That's all I know.
Oh mon Dieu.
Yes. Candle magic is new to me. Can use any candle.
You can. And actually what I'm going to be doing in January is I'm going to be offering a candle magic workshop. I'm going to make it a very menial cost because I think that we need to really demystify what candle magic is. When you light a candle for your birthday cake and you make a wish and you blow it out, that is a form of candle magic.
Fascinating.
So
Fascinating. Sarah May from the UK, because it is late over there. It's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1:45 in the morning. She would like to know where or how did you learn candle magic?
So I've been doing candle magic intuitively. I didn't know that it was candle magic. I thought that I was special. But then I
As we
realized,
all are. As we all
um, so I've learned candle magic from different different hoodoo practitioners. And I've always been drawn to the element of fire, even though I'm an earth sign. I tend to work very well and very easily with flame. So, and it's, yeah, again, I've been doing it for years.
What is your rising and your moon?
I am a Taurus moon and Scorpio
Rising.
Virgo, yeah, and Scorpio rising.
Scorpio rising. So Taurus, Scorpio rising, and
I'm a Virgo.
Virgo moon. Okay. So not a lot of like fire in your chart. Okay.
Oh.
No, because I have one fire. That's all I have is one fire in my chart. Everything else is earth and water.
Interesting. Yeah.
And
So
it's fascinating.
it
Fascinating.
is.
Laura says, love her peaceful spirit. I had an honor to follow her on TikTok. I love it. I love it. And Stephanie says, you are special. As are you. As are you. So, any other questions, guys? Any other questions? I'm going to say to you, I'd love for you to come back. I'd love for you to, again, this was just kind of a welcome wagon.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Bonjour. Kind of thing. I'll hold up the fire for you. I got enough. That's funny. That's funny. And Michelle says, earth, water, earth. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So guys, please know if you don't have any other questions, you're on TikTok. Is there a schedule for you on TikTok? Or is it just kind of randomish?
It can be randomish because of the fact that my business is growing. So sometimes where I'm supposed to be live, but then I'm with a client instead. But typically you guys will see me on Wednesdays at 4:30 Pacific Standard Time, and on Saturdays around 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time.
Do you have that pinned somewhere on your TikTok?
I don't, but if you guys would like to get a copy of my monthly newsletter, all of my goodies, classes, what I call community events are listed in there. So you can always email me, and I will send you so that you always know what's going on with guava jelly.
I love it. And Karen says, why was my heartbeat so hard when listening to the sounds on her TikTok? Well, maybe there's something there, Karen, that you resonated with, and your energy just resonated with that. And thanks, Michelle. Newsletter magazine is guavajellyvibes at gmail.com. Let me say that again. Guavajellyvibes at gmail.com. This is very interesting. I'm curious about candles. Well, good. I'm glad you're curious about candles because you got the caramel corn already like taken care of. Then we had to move into from caramel corn to candles. I love it. I love it. Honey, you are always welcome anytime. If
Thank
you're
you
doing
so much.
anything that you want to promote or something, we'll just let me know and we'll come on here.
Absolutely.
Hope you guys go over to TikTok and Please follow her. Please go to guavajellyholistic.com. See all the good things that people are doing. What do we got coming up next? Well, what's coming up next is on my calendar here. Hang on one second. Wasn't ready for that one. There we go. Uh, what's coming up next? So we are already into Monday. Well, first of all, tomorrow, guys, tomorrow at 4:30 Pacific time on the Tiki Talk, I do something called Spirit Psychic Popcorn. It's so much fun. It's like me coming up with a bunch of stuff, and then if it resonates with you, you get a read. So that's one. Monday, it's been a while, but Monday we're going to be on Clubhouse. Patty Patricia, good Elias, Patricia Cobo and I, Patty Cobo and I, we're going to be on Clubhouse at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern with What Would Woo Woo Do? WWWD. You've heard of WWJD? Well, we've changed it to WWWD. Okay, what would Woo Woo do? And I'm not sure on the topic yet because that is up to Patty this time around. If you don't have anywhere to go for Thanksgiving, come with me. Come to Zoom for the holidays with me. We're calling it Zoom Giving. Zoom's Giving. And it's at 2 p.m. Go to eliaspatras.com under the events, and you'll see it there. I'm going to have Shauna Fisher join me for that, and that'll be fun. Yes, thank you. And the third class on Wednesday, November 2nd is Intuitive Development Series, Empowering the Empath, Part 3. You don't have to take the other part. If you want to know more about being an empath, do it. What else can I tell you? Okay. And thank you, Michelle. Thank you for that. Yeah, I think it's just, they could just go to, just punch in my name for TikTok. It's easier that way. 2 p.m. Pacific, 4 o'clock Central, 5 o'clock Eastern. And what else can I tell you? Oh, it's on the website now. If you want to, where's my phone? If you want to, it's a great gift. If you have always wanted to go on a retreat and you haven't been on a retreat, well, here's an opportunity for you guys to get this amazing mini weekend retreat. It is this. It's online Zoom mini retreat. Drop the mask from 2023, embracing empowerment and strength through vulnerability. We are going to talk about how vulnerability is a strength. We're going to talk about the pieces of the nurturer and the pieces of the people pleaser and the pieces of the perfectionist and how we wear those masks. And it's 5 hours. So get a babysitter or tell everybody to shush and clock yourself in a room. But you will have an hour for lunch, and it makes a great Christmas gift or a holiday gift. It's $150 for those hours, and it's a mini retreat. I have a special thing to announce in April. Can't go ahead and mention it yet, but just know that something's a brewing and it's going to be coming soon, and I'm super excited about it. Kai, thank you so much for being here, and
Thank you for having me.
A joy, and I can't wait to have you here and people get to know a little bit more about you. This was just kind of like a icebreaker, if you will. Guys,
I appreciate that.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you, and I appreciate all of you. Remember, we are here to connect, and when we connect, we educate, and when we educate, we grow. From our hearts to yours. Thanks, everybody. Be well. Kai, hold that phone, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care, everybody.